Imagine you're born with such killer looks that people go crazy just by seeing you. But what if that beauty starts ruining your life? Let's find out. At the beginning of the story, we see a handsome boy named Kulin, who always has to keep his face hidden. If any girl sees him, she falls madly in love with him. But Kulin doesn't like any of this. He spends most of his time at home. He is the youngest son of the Mas family, and this family was blessed by God with good looks. Kulin says that his elder brother, Okis, is also very handsome and quite famous on social media. He has millions of followers. Of course, it is because of his looks that thousands of girls are crazy about him, and Okis also helps people get dates. Okis' dad, whose name is Parker, is also known as the Heartbreaker. He dated 1,200 girls in his youth. Okis wanted to break his record. But everything changed when Parker met Jessica. Jessica was also very beautiful. He had a small mustache, and that made him even more attractive. Kulin used to study at home, but whenever he went out to buy something, girls would line up behind him because of his good looks. The girls would go so crazy that their noses would start bleeding. Kulin's family had accepted that they were all very beautiful and that God had made them that way. But Kulin himself did not like all this attention at all. Every girl wanted him only because of his handsome looks. But Kulin wanted a life partner who would love him with all her heart and not because of his charm. This was the reason why Kulin almost stopped going out of the house. He was very intelligent in his studies, but still didn't want to go to school. And because of this, he didn't have any friends. His mom, dad, and Okis were worried that Kulin might go mad due to loneliness. Some of his actions were also strange. He used to talk to the fishes and play games by himself. Okis said, "We should buy him a cat." But his mother replied, "It's not that easy. We have to send him out so that he can learn to mingle with people and live a normal life." Parker said, "What should we do to make him go out? I've asked him many times to participate in national sports, but he refuses every time." Okis said, "I even tried to arrange a date for him with my girlfriend's sister, but he doesn't pay any attention to what I say." Then he asked Kulin, "What kind of girl do you want?" Kulin replied, "She must be cute, kind, and understanding. And the most important thing is that the girl should not be interested in me." Okis became so upset. After all, how could he arrange a date with a girl who didn't like Kulin? It seemed impossible to send Kulin out of the house in any way. Then Jessica decided, "We'll put on a play. We'll act as if we can't afford his homeschooling anymore and are facing financial problems." That night, when Kulin came out to drink water, Okis asked his parents to act according to the plan. Mom and Dad started pretending that their financial condition was bad. As per the script, Parker looked upset and said that they no longer had enough money to bear the expenses of Kulin's homeschooling. The expenses of his last semester were too high, and they would have to sell their belongings. He added that now they would have to survive on just fried eggs and dal roti for breakfast. Hearing all this, Kulin started crying. Okis was relieved that his plan had worked. The next day, Kulin came crying to his parents and said, "Please forgive me. You had to suffer a lot because of me. But now, you don't need to sell anything for my sake. I will go to school for the final semester." Okis was very happy to hear this, but Kulin said that he would go only to a boys' school where there were no girls, so that he wouldn't have any problems. Jessica and the entire family agreed to this condition because now at least, Kulin would be able to go out and make friends. Finally, the day came when Kulin had to go to school. Okis dropped him off on his bike. Okis said, "Take off your helmet." But Kulin refused because he had planned to wear the helmet all day at school so that no one could see his face, and his charm wouldn't cause any trouble to anyone. But his plan backfires when he enters Harrison High School. Because he is wearing a helmet, all the students start staring at him. Kulin sits on the last bench so that he doesn't cause any trouble. When the teacher comes to the class to teach, she is surprised to see a boy wearing a helmet. She asks him his name. Kulin introduces himself, but because of the helmet, the teacher can't hear him properly. The teacher then asks him to remove his helmet. Kulin refuses. The teacher says angrily, "This is not a racing ground, this is a school. You can't wear a helmet here." As Kulin slowly removes his helmet, a scene of an ambulance is shown a moment later. The teacher had gone mad after seeing Kulin's face. She kept smiling continuously, which is why she was quickly sent to the hospital. The principal becomes worried and asks, "How did all this happen?" The students reply, "The new boy is very handsome, and the teacher couldn't handle his charming looks." Kulin, who was hiding nearby, hears all this. He runs away from there in panic. But then, a boy suddenly kicks him. His name was CD, the leader of the bully group in the school. he used to harass every new student who joined. CD and his two companions drag Kulin to the school's storeroom. When Kulin regains consciousness, he is shocked to see them. There were 3 members in that bully group. They called themselves a superhero team. Their team name was 3 Torques. The leader of the group was CD, and the other members were Erno and Dicky. CD says, "Do you know why we caught you?" Kulin replies, "No." CD tells him, "We need to send a message to a girl. Her name is Amanda. She's the model girl of BBM school. Every year, there's a prom at their school, and we send invitations, but they never accept them. Because of that, we haven't been able to graduate for 3 years." CD wanted to attend the prom at any cost. Now, he wants Kulin to take his prom proposal to Amanda, so that she gives him permission to attend the event. Amanda only accepts proposals from handsome boys. Prom is basically a dance party held at the end of the school year. Another boy was also present there. His name was Kibo. He was a very kind-hearted and gentle person, but CD used to bully him too. To complete this task, CD also forces and threatens Kibo to help Kulin. He says, "If you don't complete this work, I'll make your condition like this helmet." Saying this, he breaks Kulin's helmet. Kulin decides that he will complain about CD to the principal. Kibo tries to stop him, but Kulin doesn't listen. Both of them go to the principal's office. Kulin complains about CD and tells him everything. But the principal takes CD's side and says, "CD is my youngest son, and he has been failing for 3 years, all because of this prom party." The principal then threatens Kulin, saying, "You have to complete this task for my son, otherwise I will make sure you fail this year." In the evening, Kibo and Kulin sit together outside in front of the school. Kibo brings a cold drink for Kulin and says, "If we want to pass, we have to complete CD's task." Kulin agrees. He realizes that Kibo is a genuinely good person, and for the first time, he has found a true friend. This makes him happy from the inside. The next day, he reaches Brain Beauty Manor, that is, BBM school, a place where girls can sense a boy's presence just by his scent. It was a girls' school. All the girls quickly gather outside. They think Kulin is an ugly boy who has come wearing a helmet. The girls start saying that ugly boys aren't allowed in their school and force Kulin to remove his helmet. Slowly, Kulin takes off his helmet, and the moment he does, his charm spreads like a wave. The girls become so mesmerized that a huge blast is shown in the very next scene. Then, we see the TV news reporting the incident. Reporters say that the girls went crazy because of Kulin's charm. Blood started flowing from their noses. Till now, no one had ever seen such a handsome boy. Some even lost their senses in their madness. And soon everyone started calling Kulin too handsome to handle, meaning a boy whose beauty no girl could handle. Now, we see Amanda. She is sitting in a van during her photo shoot and sees this news. Amanda was the same girl who won the title of Most Beautiful Girl of BBM School. Amanda starts smiling after seeing Kulin, who was also a model. She feels that she has finally found a boy who can match her beauty, and she decides that no matter what happens, she will get Kulin. As the news spreads everywhere, girls start gathering outside the Ma's family's house. Everyone wanted to meet Kulin. A large crowd gathered outside. The Ma's family also decided to take advantage of this situation. Parker opened a ticket counter outside the house and started charging $25,000 for Kulin's childhood memories and house tour. Jessica also started giving house tours to the girls, which brought a lot of profit to the family. Meanwhile, we see Kulin running away from everyone and heading toward home. Then he sees on the news that his family has taken advantage of him and is earning money by giving house tours to the girls. Kulin feels heartbroken. He realizes that his family deliberately sent him to school. At that very moment, the girls present there recognize him. Kulin starts running away from there and climbs to the roof of a house. He becomes disappointed, confused, and heartbroken. He doesn't understand what to do now. Just then, he receives a video call from his brother Okis, but when he sees that there's still a crowd of girls at home, he says, "Brother, you cheated me," and cuts the call. Kulin then decides to end his life and is about to jump from the roof when a girl named Ray, who was present there, stops him. She says, "If you want to die, then die, but don't die in front of me." Kulin is surprised to see her because his charm has no effect on Ray. She isn't crazy about him like other girls. Kulin asks her, "Aren't you feeling love after seeing me?" Ray thinks he's crazy and walks away. But Kulin's heart starts beating fast. He experiences true love for the first time. However, Ray has no feelings for him. Now Kulin goes to Kibo's house, where Kibo's grandma welcomes him warmly. She says, "You can stay here as long as you want." The next day, Colleen and Kibo go to BBM school. He meets Amanda and gives her the proposal file that CD gave him. Amanda pretends not to be impressed by Colleen's beauty, but as soon as he leaves, Amanda's nose starts bleeding too. Colleen then sees his crush, Ray. But other girls surround him, and he is unable to meet her. One day, Kibo and Colleen are sitting together and talking. Now both of them have become good friends. Kibo takes Colleen to play with him, because Kibo likes a girl who works at the shop, and that girl is none other than Ray. Kibo introduces Colleen to Ray, and Colleen realizes that Kibo already likes her. He feels that both of them are very close. They often sit together, have dinner, and get lost in their conversations. Now, Colleen starts feeling jealous. He cannot sleep at night. He thinks that his brother Okis is a love guru, and maybe he can help him in this matter. So, Colleen fixes a meeting with him on a love website. The next day, they both meet in a restaurant. Okis is quite happy. Tears of joy come to his eyes because he had always wanted to give love tips to his brother. Colleen's mom and dad are also present there. Colleen forgives them because if they hadn't sent him to school, he would never have met Ray. The next day, while they are shopping for groceries at the mall, Okis starts making him note down points on how to impress girls. Colleen realizes that if he can get Kibo away from Ray, he might be able to make Ray his own. One day, Amanda comes to their school. All the boys go crazy after seeing her, but she invites Colleen to her birthday party and even gives him an iPhone as a gift. When Ray, Kibo, and Colleen arrive at the club, Colleen tries to bond with Ray, but Ray doesn't pay any attention to him. She is just spending time with Kibo and singing. Seeing this, jealousy fills Colleen's heart. When Kibo is not around, Colleen asks Ray, "Do you like Kibo?" Ray denies it, but her face falls when Colleen tells her that Kibo loves Amanda. It becomes clear from her reaction that she actually loves Kibo. Colleen becomes very sad. Now he makes a plan. He goes home and calls Amanda, asking her for a favor. Amanda agrees to help him. The next day, a scene from Amanda's party is shown. Many people have gathered there. Colleen also arrives with Kibo. Amanda welcomes them, and according to Colleen's plan, she pretends that she loves Kibo. She takes him aside. Ray also comes to the party. She sees Kibo and Amanda kissing. Seeing this, Ray's heart breaks, and she runs out from there. Colleen follows her. Ray says, "I thought Kibo was different. He doesn't look at girls for their beauty, but all boys are the same." Colleen seizes the opportunity and says, "I'm not like that," then confesses his love to her. But Ray replies, "I never considered you anything more than a friend." Saying this, she walks away. Colleen is heartbroken again. He had betrayed his friend, yet still didn't get his love. Meanwhile, CD is also present at the party with his friends. He sees Amanda and Kibo kissing and gets furious because he wants Amanda for himself. He catches Kibo in the parking lot and starts beating him. Colleen watches all this but doesn't have the courage to do anything. Later, he brings Kibo home, where Grandma treats his wounds. Kibo gives Colleen a special card from his collection, the one Colleen had wanted since childhood. Colleen realizes that Kibo truly considers him his best friend and feels deeply guilty for what he did. He tells Kibo the whole truth. Kibo says angrily, "If you had told me earlier that you liked Ray, I would never have stopped you from getting close to her. But it was my mistake that I considered you my best friend. Don't ever show me your face again." Then he asks Colleen to leave the house. Now Colleen has lost his friend too. After a long time, Colleen returns home. His brother, mom, and dad are very happy to see him, but Colleen doesn't talk to them and goes straight to his room. Colleen now goes to school, but cannot muster the courage to face Kibo. There is now bitterness between them. They often see each other but don't talk. Kibo is still angry with him. Colleen starts feeling lost again. His parents are very worried about his loneliness. One day, his mother comes into his room and says, "Your fish is still alive, and we were never bankrupt. We just acted it out." Colleen asks in surprise, "Why did you do this?" Mother says, "Every parent wants their child to be happy and to make good friends with whom they can share their feelings." Colleen starts remembering all the moments he spent with Kibo. His mother says, "If you're already happy with your family, we won't force you to go out anymore." Colleen hugs his parents. The next day, Colleen approaches Ray to make things right. He tells her the whole truth because Ray and Kibo haven't met since that day. Colleen then goes to Kibo's house, but Kibo doesn't want to talk to him. Colleen says, "Why are you punishing Ray because of me? She loves you." Kibo says, "I love her too, but I'll never be able to tell her because I'm scared." Colleen asks, "How do you feel about her?" Kibo starts describing Ray's qualities and says, "She's the most unique girl in the world, and I love her very much. Her laugh is different from everyone else's. Then Colleen shows him his phone. Ray is listening to everything on a video call. Hearing this, Ray and Kibo reunite. Colleen and Kibo also become good friends again. A few days later, the high school dance party, the prom, takes place. Colleen comes with Kibo. Kibo goes on a date with Ray. Both of them dance together wearing earphones and look very happy. Colleen goes with Amanda. Their stunning looks win them the titles of prom king and prom queen, but Colleen's heart still beats for Ray, and he smiles at her. Thanks for watching this recap. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to comment below and let me know what else movie or series you want me to recap next.